take care of what you had to do.
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country. I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. It'll be even more rewarding when I bust out of here and tear this place down piece by piece. You probably think you're gonna get away before that happens, though. You think you have all the bases covered, your backup plan all in place. You don't. And within the hour, I'm gonna prove it.
All right, Thornton. I suppose you're bored of these questions anyway. Frankly, so am I. So if there's nothing else...
In Saudi Arabia, someone gave away my coordinates, tried to kill me. They did it for you. Who helped you?
I'm sorry?
Who was the mole?
Mike, who wasn't the mole? If anyone betrayed you, I think the betrayal wasn't what you think it was. It allowed you to survive, when in fact, you should have died there with Shahid. And that, Agent Thornton, is the truth. So when you think back on poor Madison St. James, Sung's presidency in danger, the riots in Taipei, cutting off my weapons trafficking in Moscow, and that airliner and its passengers burning to death as they hit the ground, and then you killing the only man who could have testified to my involvement, Ali Shahid. The truth died with him. I've set the world on a new course. Helbeck's numbers are going to skyrocket. Our technology will be part of every military contract and army in the world.
Of course. You've got it all figured out. After all, Leyland, you know everything, right?
If this is another one of your bluffs, Thornton, then lay your cards on the table. I can't say I care for that tone of yours.
I take responsibility for what happened at the museum. But the way you tried to set Omen and I up in Taipei, I don't think you realized we'd actually talk before we killed each other. I know who's behind your weapons trafficking in Moscow. I know about your connection to Surkov and how Brayko was set up to take the fall. If you think Shahid is dead, why don't you just wait until his next video broadcast?
Shahid? But you killed him. The missile on the convoy.
Oh, the one that didn't kill me, either? Leyland, come on. It's taken you this long to realize you made a mistake? You don't know what you've done. All these plans of yours aren't going to cause a Cold War, they're going to cause a real one. And I know that's something you don't want.
Spare me your lectures, Thornton. You're a civil servant, while I run a multinational company. Your evaluations of world events... Please. This conversation has outlived its usefulness, I think. Although, one last thing I'm curious about. Since you have every angle covered, what happened to that footage, Mike? The one of the airliner you had in your possession.
It's safe.
Oh, you mean with Scarlet?
What?
You mean safe with Scarlet. That's who you gave it to.
I didn't say that.
No, she did when we asked. She's here, you know. She was resistant at first, but, well...
Bullshit, you don't have her here. She'd run circles around you.
Perhaps. Perhaps both of us. I'll have her tortured if I have to. Make no mistake about it. Who knows what sorts of secrets she could reveal. But enough about her. You've lost. All your efforts for nothing. You can't stop us.
If you say so. Who am I to contradict you?
You're a confident man, Agent Thornton. But there's no place for you to run now. Soon, all trace of this facility will be erased, and you along with it. After all, it never really existed in the first place.
Leyland?
What is it?
I'm going to kill you.
Amusing.
Not really.
Well then, you'd best get to it, Mr. Thornton. You have an hour. I look forward to your efforts.
Agent Thornton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
It's gonna be nothing compared to the coup de grace. Hope you're ready for it.
Yes, yes. After all, what kind of chief of security would I be if I wasn't considering my options? Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbeck, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
Fuck off, Marburg. Enlisting with you? That'd be like signing up to get screwed by Alpha Protocol again.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Sorry, sir, but we have our orders. When they administer the meds, the end will be quick.
Michael, darling. I was wondering why you were tied up, although I had not expected the reason to be so literal.
Z, good to see you. You'll have to excuse me if I don't get up.
Oh, you will rise to the occasion, Michael, I am sure. It is good you have time to rest with all this trouble going on. This bed, this is how you woke up here, yeah?
The restraints were a little weaker the first time, and I'm not doped up.
The restraints? Are they too tight?
Enough with the small talk. Why are you here, Z?
I am here because I never got the chance to tell you my feelings. And now you have no choice but to listen.
Great.
Why, Michael, I never thanked you. Humiliating Conrad like that. A girl dreams of such things happening to her boss.
Good. If you want to thank me, then let me go.
Not quite yet, I think. Michael, I have a confession to make. Ever since we met, I have had a certain fondness for you. You are so eager.
Okay.
It is a shame to see such a fine specimen restrained like this. I am tempted to set you free.
I wouldn't want to get in the way of temptation, though I'm a little curious as to why.
I do not like Marburg, and he has paid me already. I am free to leave, but you are not. Oh, it is not fair. So, I will let you go in a moment.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Relax, darling, but not too much. Oh, and I thought I might have to work harder.
You would if I wasn't tied down.
Shh. Good. Now, no more talking.